Hello my friend, today I will show you how to trim talking head videos in a really fast way. Let's go. As always, we are in Premiere Pro and now we need to create some of the shortcuts. We press Ctrl-Alt-K and we type in the search box add edit and we bind, for example, add edit to C and add edit to all tracks to Shift C. Then we type ripple delete and bind it also on, for example, C. And okay, so now we put the video on the timeline and the shortcuts that we will use, it's C to create a cut on the selected clip, Shift C to create cut on all the clips under the playhead, Q, which will delete everything from the left of the playhead until the next cut. So for example, if I will put cut here, I put playhead here and press Q, it will delete everything until that cut. And W doing the same but on the right side of the playhead. So we delete everything on the right side up to the first cut. So for example, I create cut here and when I put the playhead here and press W, everything deleted until that place. Ripple edit, it's when you delete clip and I press C, ripple delete, it will not just delete like this with the empty space, it will delete everything and shift all the clips so we will not have gap. And now we just need to pay attention to the waveform. On the waveform I could see that nothing happens until that moment, so I can put the playhead here and press Q to delete everything before. Stop this Photoshop madness. I can't handle anymore those faces with the texture. Okay, so I could see that I failed here, so I can move to the next. You see the small pause here, and the next starts here, so I move the playhead here, press Q. Stop this Photoshop madness. I can't handle anymore those textureless faces like those. And sometimes, for example, I see here it started. Stop this. But I see by the waveform that I will more likely will fail, so I can move right away here. Stop this. So I want to take that one. So I press Shift C to create a cut. And then I move to the next take. Professional photographers. Again, I see here is the short phrase, like that one. And I know that it will be another take. Professional photographers. So yeah, move here and press Q to delete everything until that moment. So in the moments where I have, for example, I have here two same clips. Stop this Photoshop madness. I can't handle anymore those faces with the texture like the wall. Stop this Photoshop madness. I can't handle anymore those faces with the texture like the wall. So what I'm doing, I select both clips and I have shortcut for the labeling. I put the labels on Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, Shift 4. Let me just show you. Shift, so you see Shift 1 violet, so you could just see edit label violet and press wherever shortcut you like. If I have the same takes, I mark them with the same color, so later I will see it and just choose which one is the better. For example, I don't like that one, I just select and press ripple edit, C, and we have it. Also, it might be useful for you if you press L. Come on. It will be plus 100% to the speed. So for example, I press L, and it's normal speed. I press L 2 times, it will be 200. They Photoshop their photos not to make them look beautiful, but to make them feel essential. 300. 400. Same works with the J. When you press J, do I pronounce that letter right? I will show the letter on the screen. So I press it one time, it will be minus 100% of speed, so it will go backwards. Minus 200. Minus 300. Minus 4. Same if you will hold Shift and press L, it will be plus 10% of the speed, and if you press J, it will be minus 10% of the speed. So for example, I press L to have 100, and then I want to speed up a little bit, on 30%, so I hold Shift and press L 3 times. So right now it's 130. Then I hold Shift, press two more times, now it's 150. Then I hold Shift and press the J for 3 times, and it will be 120% of the speed. And the last thing in J and L that you might need is move on one frame. If you hold K and will press L, you will move one frame forward. And if you will hold K and will press J, you will move one frame backwards. Those things are good to know in my opinion. So that's how you edit talking head videos, and of course with the practice it became really fast. There is also one more tip that will help you to do things faster. If you edit in your videos or if you edit videos for clients, you can ask client to do that, to make the last clip the best one. So, for example, if I film myself, I could do 1, 2, 3, 5 takes, and then once I feel that the take is good, I just move to the next part of the speech, and when I'm editing, I can just find the last take and be sure that it's good. So, for example,
when we see people.
So I'm starting the phrase with when we see people. So I can, by the waveform, see the starts of the take.
When we see people. When we see people in. When we see people.
And just look for the last one.
When we see people. When we see people.
A few moments later.
We see people in. Suddenly we have.
Yeah, you see that right now you have another speech. So I see that the last time I said
when we see people.
When we see people here, so I can just move the playhead here and delete all those takes without actually listening every single time how I did the mistakes.
When we see people in motion, laughing, talking, just being human, we don't really pay attention to every little flaw on their faces, because they are in motion.
So that's how you edit talking head videos really fast. You just use a couple of the shortcuts and the rest is just about practice. I hope that video was really helpful to you, and if you want to improve, optimize and speed up your editing process in Premiere Pro, you can check my playlist Premiere Pro shortcuts and optimization. It will really help you to make things faster.